New York, District 21. Come down to the front. I want to show you something. Your representative, your House representative, Elise Stefanik, she was invited to speak before the politicians over in Israel. Here's part of what she had to say.
I have been clear at home, and I will be clear here. There is no excuse for an American president to block aid to Israel, aid that was duly passed by the Congress. There is no excuse to ease sanctions on Iran, paying a $6 billion ransom to the world's leading state sponsor of terror, or to dither and hide while our friends fight for their lives. No excuse, full stop. And it's why for years I have been a leading proponent and partner to President Trump in his historic support for Israeli independence and security, including moving the U.S. Embassy to its rightful place in Jerusalem, the negotiation of the historic...
She is so in support of Donald Trump that she went over, gave a speech in front of foreign politicians to demean and degrade the current president of the United States in support of Donald Trump and Israel. I've said it before. Benjamin Netanyahu and Donald Trump are lockstep and barrel. They've got plans for Gaza. Soon as they wipe out the entire population, they've got big plans for the land over in Gaza. Yeah, so if you're in District 21, Elise Stefanik is letting you know that she stands in support of Donald Trump and in support of Israel. So while you all are talking shit about Democrats, this is what Republicans are doing and saying. And then Elise Stefanik went on to Fox News, and she got served on Fox News.
Leadership.
I want to talk to you about the Veep stakes. Your name is continually thrown out as being on the short list potentially, that this trip may be part of an audition. The New York Times had a lengthy piece where they talk about your transformation, they say, from somebody who was not supportive of President Trump to somebody who is full-throatedly supportive of him. They say you called him a whack job at one point. They add this. In August 2015, she told a New York radio station that he was insulting to women and that his candidacy would hurt the party's efforts to attract female voters. According to her former friends, they continue, she thought Mr. Trump was too awful and ridiculous to be taken seriously. Her revisionism still shocks those who have known her the longest and who remember the disdain she expressed for Mr. Trump back then. So the question is when, more importantly, why did you change your mind about President Trump?
Well, Shannon, it's a disgrace that you would quote the New York Times with nameless, faceless,
but they're quoting your
sources.
Friends, so I'm giving you a chance to respond to
Shannon,
that.
Shannon, they're not quoting my friends. Those names are not included because they are false smears. I was attacked.
To be fair, there are a number of names of people. Just to be fair, there are a number of names of people who are quoted in the article.
Shannon, let me
people
correct
can read
you.
it for themselves.
This is a false smear, and let me tell you a fact, Shannon. In 2016, I was attacked as the only elected Republican from the Northeast who voted for President Trump. Democrats spent hundreds of thousands of dollars attacking me for that fact. So to say that I didn't support him is just false. I have been proud to be one of the strongest supporters, going back to when he ran for 2016, which was when it was my first re-election to the House. I have strongly supported him. He is going to be the next president of the United States. The American people know that. My constituents know that. And I'm proud to be one of his strongest allies in Congress. I have always put my district first, New York 21 first, and America first. And this is an opportunity for us to stop the failures of Joe Biden and elect a president who led to a booming economy, a strong national security. But my record speaks for itself, Shannon.
But let me ask you.
My record stands for itself.
Let me ask you, though, because they quote you on a radio station calling him insulting to women. Is that a misquote? Did you not say that?
I said the statement that the Democrats leaked out in 2016, that was insulting. However, Shannon, I stood by and supported him, and I strongly support him. And
I remember reading about her calling Donald Trump a whack job and that women wouldn't support him way back then. I told y'all, I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. She said it. And it's just, it just amazes me how they get called out on their hypocrisy and their BS, and then they try to flip it on the Democrats. When that Fox News host said something about her saying negative things about Donald Trump on a radio station, she said the Democrats leaked that. Baby, if you said it on the radio station, everybody heard it. They will do anything and everything to flip their shortcomings onto Democrats. Yeah, she's up for re-election in November, District 21 of New York. Yeah. Vote wisely.